Hello everyone, I'm Justin, and for today's video, we're fighting phantoms. In a world where a virus has changed people's brain chemistry, all humans can see interdimensional beings called phantoms. Some humans also develop different psychic abilities, and it is the mission for a young boy with his harem of underage girls to save humanity. Jokes aside, this is a really good fantasy anime with a bit of comedy, slice of life, and action. This is none other than Myriad Colors Phantom World. The story focuses on Haruhiko, a first-year high school student with the ability to seal phantoms by drawing them in a book. His companions are Mai, a senpai with the ability to call 5 elemental spirits that help her fighting in close combat. Reina, a prim and proper girl with the incredible appetite and the power to seal phantoms by consuming them. Koito, a stoic girl with the powerful ability to create sound attacks and seal phantoms with her voice. And Kurumi, a cute young girl that can make her stuffed bear bigger to fight for her. This group works at the Phantom Hunting Club at his high school, going to wherever there is a phantom causing trouble and sealing them. This usually comes in the form of Haruhiko being a smartass but having incomplete or wrong information, the phantoms having a special ability that render their abilities useless, and they finding a way to defeat him. It kind of feels like the Monster of the Week formula, which by itself is not that original, but I felt that the world building and the character interactions made it way better than it should have been. And them having strong but not overpowered abilities helps to make the story more entertaining instead of making us wonder why they didn't just one-shot the monster like in other stories. While I wouldn't say that this anime excels at anything, that is to say that it is not the funniest nor has the best story, what it does have is a strong foundation in its animation and an above average quality in all departments. This makes the process of watching the 13-episode anime easier to follow and enjoy. Even if it won't become your favorite anime, it will still hold a place in your heart even after you finish the anime and move on to the next one. And of course, as an anime made by Kyoto Animations, you can always count on 2 things. The quality of the animation is guaranteed, especially in the jiggle physics department. And of course, the waifus are always top-notch. With 4 different girls on the roster, there is a bit of something for everyone. The voluptuous, the ojo-sama, the kudere, and of course, the loli. Even the side characters have something special about them, so no matter what it is, I'm sure you can find your perfect girl in one of them. Now, I would like to talk about the final episodes of the anime, as well as the original light novel from which this story was created. So before that, this is a fair warning that there will be major spoilers ahead for the plot, so take that in consideration. And with that said, let's move on with the video. As I said, this anime follows the Monster of the Week formula. There is still some plot progression at some points because the girls join later in the story, but for the most part, that is it. So it is not surprising that the ending is a 2-part finale with the last Monster of the Week, which turns out to be a phantom called Enigma that has the ability to steal abilities, which turns out to be way too OP, stealing a lot of minor characters' abilities and even Haruhiko's ability. After a long fight in which Enigma unseals the phantoms that they seal throughout the story, and with the help of Haruhiko's fairy companion Ruru, Haruhiko gets his powers back and seals Enigma. Happy ending where reality and fantasy have blurred together. There is just one single issue. Kyoto Animation took the concept of loosely based adaptation to the limit. For the most part, the light novel is similar to the anime in the concept of fighting phantoms and sealing them. But the anime had original characters like Ruru and Kurumi, which of course helped to stretch the story to the point of making it a full anime. But things changed completely for Volume 2. Now take this with a grain of salt, because I couldn't find anywhere to read the English volumes of the story. So I'm basing this completely off what I could find in forums online. So apparently the second volume covers a much darker story, in which a phantom called Rupa took over the world, and the last bastion of humanity is an underground facility called Ganesha. Haruhiko fights with his friends to save the world, but one by one they all fall to Rupa, who, similar to Enigma, has the ability to steal other people's powers, which was kind of a nod from the anime to the original story. Suffice to say, the light novel goes into a completely different and way darker route that goes more into the psychological seinen instead of the slice of life monster of the week that was the anime. I'm not going to argue which story would have been better, as I haven't read the light novel, and personally, I think both stories look interesting in its own way, but as they are completely different genres, they shouldn't be categorized in the same folder. But what I would like to see is Kyoto Animation doing a faithful adaptation to the story, so that I can understand how could the story take such a turn from a slice of life to humans surviving a phantom apocalypse. As for the anime, if you're looking for a good story with just a bit of plot and a great quality of animation and good waifu material, well, this story is for you. And with that said, we come to the conclusion of this anime review. What did you guys thought of Myriad Colors Phantom World? Let me know in the comments below. Until then, see you guys next time.